would you agree that teachers have their ability to pull from other sources other than the textbook to teach things in their classroom?
Yes, they do. They do. In fact, we are working now to I won't say put more control on that, but to give them more what we feel are higher quality choices. Sometimes, a teacher can go out and find a resource and use. And I'll say right now, and I hope you all understand that, with 55,000 teachers in the state teaching, and as I mentioned earlier, overwhelming majority of those will do the right thing, make the right choices. There could be, I can't control every single lesson in every classroom, but teachers generally choose the resources to go along with the standard and for the children in the developmental age of their children. So they can use other things. We do not offer every single resource that's out there. We do, with our ESSER funding, we have just purchased what we call the instructional hub. This is something we wanted to have for a number of years and just really never had the funding to do that, where the most outstanding lesson plans, the most outstanding resources will be available to all teachers in the state. And we hope that that will drive them to that one place where we will have been able to review more of the resources that they use.
It's just brought to my attention on several different occasions that teachers are using various sources, one of which being Brain Pop, which I've had it's like different science applications and reviewed it several times, and it has sometimes more of a left-leaning agenda about how to feel or things like that. And I think the purpose of this is to basically get back to us given the standards that needs to be without the feeling and emotion into it, just presenting the bare bones and the facts. And I think that in lies the problem, is all these other sources are being introduced to our children, not from a textbook, from just whatever the teacher decides, and it could be tainted one way or the other. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where we are, and why we have so many definitions of it, and sometimes it's called social emotional learning, which I know that is happening in a classroom, because I've gotten letters from principals saying they're excited to bring that out and roll that out. So where is the consistency? Not everything is getting looked at the coursework, and you're not monitoring every teacher. And I know there's 55,000 teachers out there, and they're all going to be teaching something different. But where did we step in and stop that and saying, okay, you don't have that ability anymore? I mean, right. You might be teaching something that should be left for the parents.
Right. Well, as a well-trained professional teacher, I think they do need to have the ability to select what goes along with their classroom, what's going along with their discussion in their classroom. And you're right, with the internet now, there are oodles and oodles of resources available. Back in my day, we started at the beginning of the textbook, and we hoped to finish the textbook. But most of our outstanding teachers, and I hope that you'll probably hear from some of them speak today, they don't do that anymore.